together with pride worldwide. This is for the dreamers, rebels and crew, for the fans in the back and the diehards too. Break the chains, let the passion ring. We're calling out hate in the squared off ring. Kicking out at 2, where the love runs deep and the fight stays true. Kicking out at 2, no tribal lines, just respect me and you.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Listen up, wrestling fans. Showing love for your favorites doesn't stop at a t-shirt. If you're heading to a live event, you better be ready for the hard cam. Step up your show day drip with Hard Cam Creations, custom handmade accessories built for the loudest, proudest fans in the building. Whether you're backing a legend or leading your own faction, these pieces make sure you stand out when that camera swings your way. From spectator to certified superfan, it's time to walk to the ring in style. New drops coming soon. Find Hardcam Creations on Etsy and follow at Hardcam Creations on Instagram today.
He, she, theys, and all those who slay. We're breaking down the chaos, the controversy, and the can't-miss moments from bell to bell. Welcome to Kicking Out 2. I'm Michael, and with me is the CEO of Correct Opinions, the VP of Very Loud Takes, Tori herself. Hey, Tori.
Still, you haven't beat Empress of Iroh.
Yes, and if you...
I'm not going to beat that one.
If you want to wear the Empress of Iroh on your body, go to our shop. It's down there in the scroll.
I'm going to need you to post that in the birthday group chat.
Okay. I have no problem with that.
It'd be pretty hilarious, actually.
Anyway, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Twitter. Follow us on one of those. If you're over there on TikTok, make sure to give us likes and all the bells and whistles and all that stuff, because, yeah, we want monies. Human monies, like Danhausen.
Human monies.
Human monies. All right, we're just going to get straight into the news.
We've got your news by Fightful and Fightful Select, bringing you the latest headlines, insider updates, and everything shaking up the wrestling world this week. Take it away!
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just get straight into the biggest one, because there's even more added to it from last night. It's the cover story of what we got. Did you notice the nice homage of our thumbnail?
I didn't.
So it's Randy Orton and Pat McAfee in the old Outsiders pose.
Nice.
Figure if it's good for the NWO, it's good for the RKO. Corporate Chaos, Pat McAfee shocks SmackDown, whether for the good or for the bad. Pat McAfee literally answered the call. He returned to SmackDown, and it was revealed as the mystery phone contact for Randy Orton. He low-blowed Cody Rhodes and aligned himself with the Viper. But the real story is the behind-the-scenes drama. What do we got over here? Stampede, the Catalyst. Yep. I'm never gonna let that down, am I? I'm just always the flavor of the week. What's up, Stampede? What's up, Lady Alpha? Glad to have you in here. So the remove reportedly came from Ari Emanuel himself, and was tied to corporate synergy between WWE and ESPN. Also, there was also some hubbub about they feel like the popularity of Pat McAfee outside the WWE would bring more people in. WWE sources stress Triple H still runs weekly creative, but obviously TKO owns the company, so if they want to stick their nose in it, they technically have that ability. Internal reaction obviously is very mixed. Some people backstage thought it was good for heat. Others thought it was the wrong kind of heat. McAfee's promo was trashing WWE's low ratings, their ticket sales being low, saying that the product itself sucks. Reportedly had pushback internally, and rightfully so. He went out there and said basically all the things that the IWC are currently saying, making it hard for the crowd to boo him, which is what we're supposed to be doing, because he and Randy are supposed to be the heels here. Cody Rhodes follow-up promo. was not on the run sheet from what we're being told. Once they heard the reaction of the promo that Pat McAfee did, they had Cody go back out and just freeball and do a promo. McAfee is expected to play a role through WrestleMania and even teased he'll leave wrestling TV if Orton does lose. The stuff that was added last night is apparently CM Punk has now also thrown his hat into the ring of this McAfee controversy, calling out McAfee as McAfee and telling him that the stooge that stuck his nose in our business and decided to put him on the card should go in there and lower the ticket prices for everybody. And then lo and behold, today, there are reports that they're going to be lowering WrestleMania costs. Now, obviously, that was probably already in the works. It's not because Punk said that, but all of that put together, what do you think of this situation?
Okay, so I didn't see the promo with McAfee. I don't watch SmackDown generally.
It was pretty cookie cutter. It was, we're the fans who love the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era needs to come back. The product sucks. The person that's going to save wrestling is going to be Randy Orton.
And that sounds nice and all, except that Randy's 127.
Yeah, but he still moves like he's 20.
I get that, but inserting McAfee is horrid. Let's just be clear. It's horrid.
Hey, Bobby.
And them talking about putting Jelly Roll in Cody's corner? Why? It's not a tag match. What are we doing?
Yeah. It's a lot of things thrown at the wall. I actually, do you know Minnie? She does wrestling content.
Minerva?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Okay, so I actually responded to something that she said on Twitter today, which is she was asking, like, because they announced the days, and I'm not going to go through the schedule of what's on day 1, what's on day 2. I'll let you guys go find that. But she asked which day.
I don't know.
Which day are we excited about? And I said, honestly, I'm not excited about a day. I'm excited about like 3 matches. Like the half-ass booking that we've been doing, which her response to me was very, very fair, because she said some of the stuff has been booked out for weeks and months, and it absolutely has. But the booking sucks. If it was better booking, I'd be more excited about it.
Just because it's been booked out for months doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I pulled it up because I hadn't seen the list.
Okay, well then if you want to go ahead and...
Night 1, triple threat, or 6-man, LA Knight, Jay and Jimmy against Austin, Theory, Logan, and IShowSpeed. That's going to be horrid.
What's going to be good about that is IShowSpeed is going to get messed up. And
Right. It'll be fun. Jacob and Drew. I know nothing about this match.
Yeah.
I know nothing. I've heard nothing. Stephanie and Liv, did you see that knot on Liv Morgan's head from where she smacked into Roxanne?
I did, and I want to say it took them way too long to show Roxanne too, because the entire time I'm like, why aren't we showing Roxy? Like, it scared the hell out of me. I was like, yeah, we see that Liv's up and fine, and she's got a hematoma, and like that's a big lump and all that.
She's gonna have huge black eyes next Monday.
Yeah. Supposedly, her and Roxanne are both on concussion protocol right now, just in case.
If that's the case, they may not have this match.
Yeah. All things said, it looks like it's just a hematoma. But I mean, obviously, they conked heads.
Yeah, you heard it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice the conking of heads. I noticed how hard Roxy smacked the floor, and that immediately was like, oh my god, she just hit the back of her head on concrete.
Right. AJ and Becky. Mm-hmm. I love AJ. I love Becky. I don't care.
Yeah, this match has been weirdly booked. Like, and it should be great. But again, it's we had this match between Seth and Becky, Punk and AJ, and then we did nothing with AJ.
Right.
Now. And just a couple of appearances, but in between would have been fine. Just something to kind of keep that going. But it took us so long to get back here. And
Yeah.
I get Seth was hurt, so we kind of like, we had to,
But did
pivot a
we?
little bit.
Like, what did Seth have to do with this feud?
Well, so Seth was just against Punk, so that was the lead in, as it was those two
Right.
two relationships against each other,
Right, but
which is
at this
fine.
point, at this point, if we're doing Becky AJ, they could have done this at the Rumble. They could have done this months ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and then the little promo thing last night, I get it, and I agree with AJ. She's your favorite wrestler. I don't disagree with it. I don't disagree with it. But to
Okay.
bring their daughter into this, to me, I get it because there was a video of Rue saying that AJ was her favorite, and that's fine. But no. Like, no.
Well, and that again, it's like, if you want to lay some crumbs to make it better, to me, I would have harped on that more. I would have had AJ every week saying that. She said
That's
it like
fair.
once in a promo and then once in the face-to-face sit down they had yesterday. And to me, that would have been the crux of it, of her saying like, look, all that's going to happen is your daughter's still going to think I'm her favorite.
Right.
Just make that the running thing to give it more heat. But to Stampede's kind of joke there, it's like they are just kind of playing on their aura. It's just, they're out there, they're both great. Watch this match, and that's not how WWE has ever been booked. And like, I hate to say it, that's an AEW booking of, these two people are great, they're gonna have a match, and yeah, the match may be great, but I'm not interested in it.
Right. Seth Gunther. I don't care. Even with what they did with him and Paul last night, I still don't care. There's nothing about this match that makes me give a shit.
Yeah. So after reading some stuff and thinking about it a little bit, I do give this one a little bit of grace now, because at the time it was supposed to be Ray and Gunther was going to retire Ray. Ray got hurt. Now, I do find it funny that apparently the stem cells kicked in as soon as Gunther had a match scheduled for Mania, and now Ray's not in a match. And then now we put him in the ladder match. Okay, that's fine, whatever. But it's that's what that was supposed to be. Anybody else that could have gone against Seth, like, it was really weird to make that choice. The choice was made. They both are good. I'm a little concerned about how both of them wrestle and the chemistry that they're going to have, because I don't know. I don't know if they will mix well together. I have hope, because Seth is really good. You know, there's a lot of talk back when he started of like, he's the next Shawn Michaels and all that. So maybe he can carry him like Shawn carried Hogan. Maybe.
Except that Shawn didn't carry Hogan. Shawn embarrassed Hogan.
Yes, but he made
He
that
carried him.
interesting.
You still embarrassed the shit out of him.
But so, like, if Gunther chops him and he like flip flops and flies on the floor, okay, I'll be interested in that match.
I would fall in love with that match immediately. If the first chop he does and Seth just way oversells it, okay, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
All right. Women's 4-way tag title match. This should be a ladder match.
It should be.
This should be a ladder match. Braun, yeah.
Yeah. You're right. That's what I thought
You're
too.
probably not wrong.
I thought either Braun's gonna lose, or not Braun. Brock's gonna lose at
Oh, he's
WrestleMania,
losing to Oba.
and then Gunther says, "I want him," because he's obviously not the stuff anymore.
Right.
Or he wins, and it's the same thing. Like, I want the Beast.
He's not. There's no chance Brock's winning.
I don't think so either. They are really pushing Oba. but that also scares me.
And then Cody Randy. I don't care. I was super into this match because it's Cody and Randy, history, blah blah blah. I don't care now.
Yeah. So the just to kind of go back, so the girls tag match, that's one of the ones I am interested in.
I am too.
Brie being a part of it lessens it a little, but it is 3.5 really good teams that are going to do very well together, and I like that. I like that idea. I was interested in Cody and Randy until we added this Pat McAfee stuff, because it was just Randy being ruthless aggression Randy. We could have brought Brandy Rhodes out and had him like recreate the Stephanie situation. Like, there's so much stuff we could have done with this.
And you know full well Brandy would have sold the shit out of that shit.
Fucking lootly.
But
no.
Yeah. Okay. Night 2. Oba Brock. I hate to be interested in this match because I hate Brock. I'm interested purely because I think Oba is going to beat him soundly.
Yeah, so here's one of those, like, I had a conversation with my daughter the other day because we were talking about Kanye. And his music is good. Like, some of it, not all of it, obviously, but his music is good. So where do you separate the art and the artist, right? Brock is going to do phenomenal in this match. That's the nicest thing I'm going to say about him this entire stream. So I'm interested in that match because they are going to be great. He's going to sell the shit out of Oba. So I'm okay with it.
All right. Penta, Ray, Rusev, Javon, JD, Dragon Lee.
We threw an IC ladder match together within a couple of weeks of Mania. This is the get everybody on the card. That's all this is.
This is a Rampage special.
Yep. And I'm calling it now. Rey Mysterio wins.
Yes.
Because they added him.
Yep.
He gets the win.
Has he ever had the Intercontinental title? Stampede? Has Ray ever had the Intercontinental title?
Yeah, Stampede, check on that. I think he has. But even if he has or hasn't, the idea would be then Dom wants his IC belt back. And then we finally get the payoff of those two.
And I hate, if we get Ray Gunther, I'm done. Dom should be the one to retire Ray.
Absolutely.
It should be Dom.
I get it.
Gunther's versus your career. If I win, your career is over.
Yeah.
I really, putting Ray in it tells us who's winning.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly would rather see JD McDonough win it.
Yeah.
Jade and Rhea, we talked about this earlier.
We did.
This is going to be the worst title match since the last one that involved Brie, which will be the day before.
Well, and so this is another one I kind of sat and thought about after we had that conversation. And I think this is either going to be the worst match ever or it's going to be the greatest match ever. And the reason being is because of what we talked about. So to me, Jade, as green as she is, needs one of two things. Someone that can run her through the entire match and carry her, like a Charlotte. Or someone to play the David to her Goliath. She goes in there and she just wrecks somebody. And someone gets the quick, it's the 1, 2, 3 kid situation. Like, just a quick, like, oh my God, what just happened? That kind of thing. Like, and like Alexa, like, I think she'd be great at that type of thing. Like, she's always kind of been the underdog and very small.
Yeah. I actually think that if you were going to do that, do it with somebody you wouldn't expect to be in that position, like a Mia Yim.
Yep.
And
but
have
no, we're going to stick her with Jade for some reason.
Right. Say you did this. I mean, do I think she should have won the Rumble? No. Could you have backdoored her into this match? 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And have Jay just dominate her for weeks.
Well, and it's an easy call to do, because she already had beef with Jade. Have her go in there with that kendo stick and mess both of them up. And be like, I'm tired of being overlooked. And force herself into that match.
Right.
They want her in there because they both want to wreck her. Like, that makes all the sense in the world. Is that all of them?
No, hang on. Sorry,
Okay. I didn't want to move on unless you were done.
somebody asked for my wish list for my birthday and it didn't have my address on it.
Oh.
Okay. Sammy Trick. Why? It should be Carmelo.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Well, and not only that, it should be Carmelo Ilya. If you want to add Sammy and Trick to that, make it a 4-way, fine.
Right.
But Sammy shouldn't have won that match.
That's a good call, Stampede.
Yep, absolutely. Again, doing something to make it where like she's just swinging chairs, she's just swinging kendo sticks.
Yeah.
That's fine. She can do that stuff.
Yeah. Finn Dom. This match is going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
This may be the match of the weekend.
That's the third one that I'm very interested in, because it's going to be a great match. I hate that we already ruined that it's going to be the Demon, but then again, I also hate that it's the Demon in general. I don't want the Demon.
I don't hate the Demon part. I would have done that interview that they showed last night, where when it zoomed in, it started to darken the eyes. I would have done that right before the match. I would have said, you want it, here it comes. And then his music hits, and it's the Demon.
So here's my thing. I think we need a reset on the Demon.
Fair.
Finn said it best himself. All you have done by saying the Demon's going to do this match is that Finn is not good enough to beat Dom. That's all you've just said.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Have Finn win this match. The Demon should be there, like he said, as war paint. That's what he was doing. That's how he was doing it in New Japan. It was just war paint. It wasn't something different. It wasn't a different being or an entity. It was just him saying, like, look, I'm going to go out there with my face paint on. What was the Little Giants? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Where they had all of it, like, they put the face paint on. Like, because that's what it is. He goes out there and it's like, oh my God, I'm facing a guy that's like looks like Venom. No, you're not wrong, Stampede. That's absolutely what it is. And of course, immediately reports have went out saying, no, this was the plan. We planned on the Demon.
No, it wasn't.
Even if you did, you weren't going to say it. It was going to be a surprise. And it should have been a surprise.
There's no chance this was the plan.
Yeah, Isaiah.
To show everybody the plan, no.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And then lastly, Punk Roman. Punk's winning. This is going to be his full-on WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, it's his boyhood dream. That's what's happening.
The moment he didn't get last year, he's getting it this year.
Yep. Which just shows that the bullshit he said last year is bullshit. Because last year he was like, I got my main event. No, you didn't.
There's a number of things that he has said that don't track. So, you know.
Well, and Stampede, I don't think I've actually talked about that. I think this was just a conversation between me and Tori. My problem with the Demon is that if you're going to sell this as like something's taken over Finn, and it's something that makes him stronger, and he needs to wrestle different then.
Different moveset.
It's literally just Finn. That's all it is when he's in there. It's Finn with face paint. So then just make it war paint. Like just don't do anything weird and crazy.
I agree.
Flashing lights while he's seizing on the floor. That's dumb.
If you're gonna have Finn do the Demon, it should be a whole different personality. Have you?
Go ahead.
You watched Stand and Deliver, right?
Yes.
Did you catch the homage to Crowbar and Daphne?
Yes. Loved it.
They did it again tonight.
Yeah. It's a great pairing for that reason.
But anyway, I don't care about Punk Roman. I don't.
I don't either.
You made this super personal, and I couldn't give a shit less.
Well, and like you've inserted other people into it, which means that it's going to be another overbooked mess. Can I just get a main event to WrestleMania that's just two guys fighting?
No,
Just one.
we can't do that.
Make it a Hell in a Cell. Make it something big. Have
See,
that be the big thing.
To me, that's what they should do with this. We've made this super personal. We've gone back and forth. We're ending this right here. Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
I would wait till Monday and announce that.
Yeah.
You want to see ticket sales go up and interest peak? The 6 days before, announce a Hell in a Cell match.
Well, and it's easy because Punk went out there this last Monday and talked about how the fact he got beat down and then he beat Roman down and said that Roman needed the Usos. Have the Usos do it again. This next Monday, have them beat him down again. And then that's why we do it Hell in a Cell. Oh no, yeah. The Punk is old stuff. I don't understand why that's all of a sudden like Punk's old. Ooh, that's like when they used to like end everything with bitch. Like bitch was the word that you would tag onto it to make it personal and make it mean. I don't understand why it's so offensive now to be old. And not only that, he's not much older. Like, just crazy. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could do it on Backlash for sure. We're just saying, like, how could we pique some more interest on WrestleMania? Like, if they popped out and said Monday it's going to be a Hell in a Cell, bam, all right. I'm a little more interested in that match now because now it can't be an overbooked mess, or it can be, but it's a lot harder for it to be because you're not supposed to be able to get in or out. Anyway, go ahead and go into the next one here. So Seth versus Gunther was a late decision. That was reported. The WrestleMania match was not the long-term plan. Behind the scenes, we found out that it was finalized just 1 week before Raw on March 30th. The creative was split. Some wanted Rollins to finish the Vision storyline. Others simply wanted Gunther on the Mania card. So this was kind of the coagulation between the two. This does scream WrestleMania pivot to me. You know, we decided that we've got the two main people that this story with the Vision would have made any damn sense. Both got hurt. We got to do something.
Well, and I think that's where my issue comes in is if he's fighting the Vision, why is he not involved with Theory or Logan? I understand they were later additions, but why is he not involved with Theory?
Yeah. Well, and that to me, like, you add a third person to that rather than adding the Usos. Adding the Usos to that match didn't make any damn sense to me. That seemed to kind of come out of nowhere. The only reason that they're in that match is because they lost the tag titles. There's nothing personal about this.
Why was that necessary? Like,
yeah.
And now your tag titles aren't being defended at Mania?
Yeah. It's craziness. John Cena also hosting WrestleMania was a pivot. We've learned that as well. Cena learned of the hosting plans in February. His new WWE deal does not include in-ring wrestling, so obviously he's not going to be doing anything in the ring. The move was made to increase ticket sales. That's exactly what we did it. They wanted to do spectacle star power, get something to bring more eyes to the product. John Cena's out there killing it in movies and all that, and so he just retired. Let's bring him back and have him do it. It's the pull the ripcord for Stone Cold that they did for a while. Every year Stone Cold came back at Mania because that would bring more eyes in if Stone Cold's going to be there. Though I will say, so first of all, though, I do want to say, like Jelly Roll, I show speed is all in, and I love that.
He has put in some work.
They did a bit on his stream that LA Knight showed up, Ox and Smack, and then threw him into his desk. And if you freeze frame that, IShowSpeed went for it because he is
okay. Let's be honest about what happened. LA Knight committed a B&E.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my man committed a felony.
It's the second time because remember he did that before when there was going for was it the North American title?
Or
no, it was the
this man has no regard for the law, and it should be wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah.
I hope IShowSpeed pins him.
I think a lot of people do because a lot of people are LA Knight now. Hey, kid.
Well, why are you letting him watch us? We are not child friendly. The fuck?
Well, neither is his mama. What?
Nope. Just keep going.
Stampede's open for Justin Bieber and Paris Hilton. Fair enough.
Justin's only showing up if they've got one of those spoons that he can heat up, if you know what I mean.
Well, they should put a monkey on a pole match for him and get his monkey back from Germany that he left. And sorry. Let's switch over to the other company though. AEW locked down Thekla to a long-term contract. She re-signed well before her contract expiration. She was thoroughly excited and wanted to stay. She did receive a substantial raise from what's being reported.
And she should.
Absolutely. They moved early to lock her in, obviously, because they wanted to keep that key talent that they're using right now. Like she's been kind of the backbone of that title picture at the moment, and she's doing great. Her and the Sisters of Sin are always fun to see on TV.
If Tony's out, which we're assuming is pregnancy, we haven't heard yet. Thekla can absolutely carry.
Great call. Great call.
Thekla can absolutely carry that women's division. Granted, they have enough talent. They brought Sheeta back. I'm really hoping we get Britt Baker back. I don't know what the holdup is or why she's not there. But if you're paying her and she's not on TV, what are you doing? I
think they're doing to her the same thing they did with some of the WWE talent that jumped back over. I think they're just not using them. And for some reason we're just not using her, and I don't know why. She's a great talent. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if he's worried because obviously things broke down between her and Adam Cole, and he's trying to keep Adam Cole around to get him backstage.
If he can't go.
Yeah. But yeah.
Absolutely, Stampede. Completely different dynamic.
Sure. Keeping in AEW, Thunder Rosa could become a dual contract star, and this is where AEW. Oh, did she officially? Okay.
It's done.
It's where AEW is obviously a lot different than WWE as far as our contract is concerned, because this would never happen in WWE. They allowed her to, since you're saying it's official, sign with CMLL. So now she's got a contract between AEW and CMLL. Here's my thing about that. Then use her. That's a whole other thing.
I completely agree with you. I think she's going to get a lot of time. Oh.
Yeah, so Tony went on Coach and Vince's show today.
I kind of want to watch that as much as I'm not a fan of Russo.
Well, so what you want to do is watch it, but then do a drinking contest for every time the word bro was said.
I'm not doing that.
And it'll be really...
I'm not doing that. I'll still be drunk Saturday. No, I'm not doing that.
So, Tony, bro, tell me, bro, what happened, bro? Sorry. Anyway, Chris
Tony
Jericho.
have an answer for that?
That's a good question, because I haven't watched it yet either. So, Stampede, put in there if there's an answer. I know his answer in the past has always been, never say never. He's very vague about Britt. Or that, she's always welcome, or like there's always some just kind of vague statement of like, we're not putting her on TV.
I don't get it.
Chris Jericho, however, did return. I've seen some quotes out of it. It
Okay.
does seem to be like there was some good stuff. So Chris Jericho, though, returned officially in AEW. So that went ahead and killed the WWE reporting stories that we were hearing about trying to do a retirement tour over there. Jericho did return with a long-term contract. He also trademarked the word cornerstone. So possibly another tag for him.
I'm okay with that one.
Yeah, that one makes more sense than
It's
anything he's done.
better than the fucking learning tree.
Yeah. So Jericho is going to remain a pillar of AEW, and I'm okay with that. His matches need to be very, very sparing. I will say he looked great. He looked better than he's looked in a few years, in my opinion. So maybe he could go a couple more, but they do need to be very sparing and very few and far between, because he has lost a step. Age does that. It's going to get all of us. So, speaking of other contracts, though, Willie Mack. Interesting contract downgrade story for Willie Mack. Previously on a salary deal with AEW, moved back to Tier 0 pay-per-view appearance deals. No AEW or ROH matches in 2026 yet. He can work indies freely, but he's kind of just at an appearance rate, which is sad. Willie Mack is one of those. He's like Samoa Joe. You look at him and go, there's no way he should be able to do any of the shit he's doing.
That's fair.
And so he's one of those. I would throw him out there for that reason.
So he's one that if you're going to use him, I would tease him for the Hurt Business, then have them beat the crap out of him and make him one of the fierce people to go against them.
That's a good call.
So we talked. I mean, I know we didn't really talk about it from last week. The Hurt Business is back.
Yep.
The Hurt Syndicate, whatever.
They hurt people. That's all that matters.
They're wanting to add somebody. That's interesting, Stampede. Why not add Keith Lee?
I thought the same thing.
Put Shelton and Keith Lee together. Like, do you know how formidable that tag team would be?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, though, I'd be fine with Zay joining.
Yeah. Isaiah, I'd be good with Kenny King too. Like Kenny King, I think is very underrated.
Is Kenny King in AEW?
I think he's in ROH. Officially, quote unquote. I mean, I know they're both the same company, but I think he's doing stuff over in ROH. The Acclaimed in the Hurt Syndicate? No. Let's not do that. I would say though the Acclaimed did get back together officially, which is kind of fun. They had a match. I forget the promotion, but it was their 10-year
I remember where it was.
Anniversary show, and they faced each other, and at the end he's in ROH. Thank you, Isaiah, for verifying that for me. We're gonna go ahead and stay on AEW for right now. MJF wanted a Wednesday Night Wars documentary.
If you're going to do a documentary on the Wednesday Night Wars, first of all, it's going to be like 25 minutes. Like, how do you think this is going to work? It went on for, what, a year?
So it was 75 weeks.
So a year and some change. A year and a quarter, year and a half.
Yeah. And the idea is like they won 63 out of 65 weeks in the viewership. They won 74 weeks in the demo, which always was like vague statement to me of like, okay, you still had less people watching. But I don't like it. It's not that it's not a cool idea, but what exactly can you do with it? Because you can't show any of the NXT stuff. So you're only
Right.
showing the AEW side of stuff.
Now, you can interview people that were there,
Mhm.
which is part of what he said, but what is that going to get you? You can't use, like you said, you can't use the footage.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with this?
Yeah, I mean, unless we're going to do like Dark Side of the Ring type of reenactments using the former talent that's there, I don't know, but it's hard to take MJF seriously in interviews because is he actually serious about it or is he just saying some shit? Yeah. So I want to say this is probably just him throwing out some shit because surely that would be the first thing that would pop in your mind is like, obviously we cannot do this movie because we don't have half the story.
Right. You literally have half the story. I don't.
Lady Alpha, have a good night.
There's no. The theory is sound.
Mhm.
But unless you're going to pay a crap ton of money, because that's what that would have to happen, you're
Well,
not going to get there.
Yeah,
You're not
WWE would have to agree to it too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they did it, they were going to charge him an absolute ass load.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It sounds great in theory. There's no possible way for the execution to be there.
Yep. One that I'm excited about just because thanks to Matt Cardona, thanks to us doing this show, kind of renewed my my love for the figures. AAA now is going to have Mattel figures. It's the first time that they've had like a full broad spectrum of getting figures. The first one that they were going to start working on is Mr. Iguana. It looks great. I don't have the list in front of me of all the names that are in it. I know Pimparella's in it though, and that was the main one. I was like, they have to be in it. They have to be in it because they are like a needle and thread through the show.
All right, so spoiler alert.
Mhm.
Starboy Charlie just made his NXT debut.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Yep. Yeah. The wonderful GM announced that just a little bit before we started the show, of that he was going to be there for the Speed Championship or Speed Tournament.
Are they just bringing him as a one-off? Because he was on GCW this weekend.
Well, so he officially signed with Evolve, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of...
Which,
Interesting.
He's good. He's really good.
Lost in 2 minutes. Okay, so yeah. Never mind.
One off. They just had him there because they needed a body to lose. Going back to WWE news, a new name has been revealed. The name EK Prosper was trademarked. Found out that Eli Knight, which is NXT talent, is going to be getting that name. They felt like his name that he currently had just was too close to LA Knight, which it is. Like Eli Knight, LA Knight.
Who the fuck is Eli Knight?
He's one of the, from my understanding, like the dark match. Like he's going to get on TV, and so they needed to get him a name because they didn't want to use that name being so close to LA Knight. So it's just classic WWE rebranding. So he's going to be EK Prosper. Weird name. I don't know if I like it. Like, what can you do with that?
Absolutely not. IRS 2026, I don't know.
There we go. One thing I want to throw in there about the GCW event that you're talking about, Jack Perry appeared.
Yep.
Showing up to help out his boy Marco Stunt, who is back in wrestling after saying he was retiring from wrestling.
So he said he had to retire because of his neck.
Mm-hmm.
Came out and basically said, "Oh, okay." Well done, sir.
Fair enough.
KJ Orso, formerly known as Fuego del Sol, had been talking some noise when or had not been, sorry. When Marco went to leave his boots in the ring, KJ jumped him.
Okay.
And then Stackhouse came out like he was going to help him, and then he beat down Marco too. So basically, Marco came out and said, "Both of y'all get out here. I'll fight you. They're like, "You get attacked. You know, who's you're going to partner with?" He said, "I didn't say nothing about partner," and he jumps. There's some back and forth that really wasn't that relevant. Right before they were about to really finish him off, the music hits and Jungle Boy Jack Perry comes out.
Yeah.
Title belt on.
Yeah. Looking fantastic.
Yes.
By the way.
Gets in the ring, they clean house, hug, handshake, whatever. So it's nice to see them do stuff like, I love seeing bigger names show up at shows like this.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was just going to ask you. Like, do you think this should happen more?
Yes. I wish if WWE is finally going to go, you know what? We're going to let some of these people go do both. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
Absolutely.
Because how much more reps would these, especially with not doing house shows anymore.
Mm-hmm.
How many more reps are people going to get to show up somewhere and make $40, $50, whatever?
Yeah. Let
them set their own prices, first of all. Don't be like, well, they're WWE guys, so you have to pay them $5,000.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Well, and it's like for what Jack Perry did. Like, he came out there, he swung a weapon, and that's pretty much all he did. He didn't have to do anything.
And now they're doing a tag match.
Yeah, probably got a hot dog and handshake. And that's fine. He gets to go in there and have a moment with his boy. The thing with people showing up in other places, like, I want to be clear, I plan on watching it anyway. I haven't had a chance to yet, but I plan on watching it anyway because our girl was on there, Get Bandit against Slade.
That was crazy.
I gotta watch it.
That was crazy.
If I didn't know who Kid Bandit was, though, I probably wouldn't watch the show.
No.
Like,
so I turned it on for something we're going to discuss later.
Yes.
But no, I was excited to see a Kid Bandit match. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of it. Yeah. I enjoyed the show overall. Steph DeLander and Megan Bayne beat the piss out of each other. Great match.
Yeah.
Mace came out and got involved, and Mance Warner came out and got involved, and now we're going to have a tag match in 2 weeks at Spring Break.
Yeah.
Which Joey Janela's Spring Break is going to be worth every second of the watch.
Yeah.
The main event is a big deal, too.
But the point to that, though, is that I am sure there are people out there that will now watch the next GCW event because Jack Perry showed up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God, this big name from AEW is showing up at this quote-unquote indie. GCW's a little higher than indie, in my opinion, but, you know, this lesser than, as far as, like, popularity and all that, company.
Right.
Because he went down there. Like, it's dumb not to do that. And also, it's just building up the business. It's like the Mercedes Moné stuff. Her going down there and winning those titles, and people bitched and moaned about her going down there and ruining the business. No, because then we get what we've had for the last, like, few weeks of her losing those titles. And someone's beating Mercedes Moné. Someone's beating the formerly known Sasha Banks. That's a big deal.
So, and people gave her so much crap about her indie run. I don't think you understand the amount of eyes that she brought to all 11 or 12 of those promotions. She has now lost every title. She has none.
But she still had the Owen title. The Owen Foundation.
Well, I mean, technically she has that, but titles she won other places, she has none of.
Yeah.
And every company and everyone she's been in the ring with has been like, I loved it. She was amazing. She was fantastic backstage. She was cool. Like, no one has been like, she came in like a diva. She expected this and that, because that's what people would have said. People would have been straight up about it.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like it used to be where we didn't know these things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. I think they should have more of it. I love that people do it. I love when you can continue an angle from your show on these too.
Yeah.
Like Jack Perry, when he has his tag match, 100% should get jumped by Ricochet.
For sure.
So these are the kind of things we need more of. If we're having Starboy Charlie show up in NXT, but he's still on the GCW show, cool. The more of that you do and the more reps they get and the more they get in front of people, the better.
Yeah, absolutely. They should do that. The man who's a better sports entertainer than Bret Hart, Road Dogg.
He has apparently not been kind to some people over the past few weeks.
He has not. He's been political on some stuff. He has not been very political on others. Some of the ones that I wanted to highlight. So him and Billy Gunn did a signing event, and they allowed people to ask questions while they were there. And so some of the things that got asked, here's just some of the highlights of it. He wanted a major push for Chelsea Green, and he got a lot of pushback from everybody else there because he was pushing it. Like, people got pissed off. He was pushing it so hard. Says the Judgment Day could have been the bloodline of 2026. And I don't disagree.
I'll give him that.
That could have been the running story for that. Paul Levesque leans heavily on Bobby Roode, which
That tracks.
that's good. Bobby Roode essentially was Triple H in TNA.
Stampede, when is that show? Keep going.
It's 4/16/26.
Oh,
I'm reading that right.
my bad.
It was in Canada speak, and we don't speak.
It was.
Road Dogg was also an advocate for Kit Wilson. He pushed hard for him to get onto dark shows, dark matches, so they could see this new character he was working on. He said booking weekly TV is incredibly difficult.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm not disputing that what they do is hard. I'm disputing how well they do it.
Yep. This was great. Compared Kit's partner Elton Prince to a young Billy Gunn. So that's cool. Bless you, bless you. He had major input on WrestleMania before leaving.
Okay.
And I do agree with that comparison. I think him saying that, though, was just like as far as the amount of the story that it could have taken. Like, it could have been the through story, like Bloodline was, where it's like we're talking about Judgment Day on every show, because every show they're just taking over and doing shit. Road Dogg confirmed WWE discussed bringing in a couple times MJF, but every time that they had talked about it and started to do the deals, he always had something come up that was better to fall back on, which probably was Tony ponying up some more money or giving him some more opportunity, and so he stayed, which kind of melds with what MJF's latest interviews have been about it, saying that he was getting offered less to go over there, and